Let's talk about that feeling. You know the one. That notification pops up on your phone, or you open your banking app, and for about 5 minutes, you feel like a king. The direct deposit hit, the balance is back up, you feel rich. But then life happens. Rent takes a bite, the car payment takes a chunk, you realize you're low on groceries. By Tuesday, that king feeling is gone, and you're back to counting days until the next one.
Most people think the problem is that they don't make enough money. And look, inflation is real, I get it. But for the vast majority of the middle class, the problem isn't the size of the paycheck, it's the flow. It's what you do in the first 24 hours after that money hits your account. If you don't have a ritual, the system will have one for you. And trust me, the system's ritual ends with you having $0 left.
Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do every single time you get paid. This isn't some complex accounting theory. This is a survival manual for the modern world. We're going to stop the leaks, and we're going to start building a fortress. The very first thing you do, before you pay a single bill, before you buy a coffee, before you even think about treating yourself, is something I call the State of the Union. You need to sit down for 10 minutes and look at the damage. Most people avoid their bank accounts because it causes anxiety, but avoidance is the fastest way to stay broke. You need to know exactly what's left from last month and exactly what's coming due in the next 14 days. You have to face the numbers. If you don't know your starting point, you're just driving in the dark without headlights. Now, once you've faced the numbers, we move to the golden rule, the 24-hour lockdown. I want you to make a pact with yourself. For the first 24 hours after your paycheck hits, you spend $0 on anything that isn't a fixed mandatory bill. No celebratory dinners. No, I worked hard for this, Amazon purchases. Why? Because your brain is flooded with dopamine right now. You're impulsive when you feel flush. By waiting 24 hours, you let that chemical spike die down. You'll be amazed at how many things you thought you needed on Friday morning seem totally unnecessary by Saturday afternoon. Step 3 is where we actually move the money, and we're going to use the 3-bucket system. Bucket number 1 is the fortress. This is your pay yourself first fund. I don't care if it's $20 or $500. It goes out of your main account immediately. If it stays in your checking account, it's as good as spent. It's like leaving a steak in front of a hungry dog and telling it to stay. Eventually, that dog is going to eat. You are the dog. The steak is your money. Move it to a completely different bank if you have to, somewhere you don't see the balance every day. This is the money that buys your future freedom. Bucket number 2 is the life support. This is your rent, your utilities, your insurance, and your minimum debt payments. This is the non-negotiable stuff. Here's the trick. You don't just hope there's enough. You automate these, every single one of them. In 2026, if you're still manually paying your electric bill, you're wasting mental energy that could be spent making more money. Set it and forget it. Bucket number 3 is the variable. This is the danger zone. Groceries, gas, fun, stuff. This is where the middle class gets squeezed to death. The mistake most people make is they use their debit card for all of this until the card gets declined. Instead, I want you to give yourself an allowance. Decide on a number for the next 2 weeks. Once that allowance is gone, you're done. You're eating PB&J until the next paycheck. It sounds harsh, but discipline is just choosing what you want most over what you want now. Let's talk about debt for a second, specifically credit cards. If you carry a balance, your paycheck isn't yours. It belongs to the bank. You're just a middleman. Every time you get paid, you need to throw an extra stab at your highest interest debt, even if it's just $25 extra. It's about the habit of aggression. You need to hate your debt. You need to look at that 24% interest rate and realize they are stealing your time. Every dollar of interest you pay is an hour of your life you'll never get back.
But here's the part that no one tells you. You have to fund your joy, too. If you just save and pay bills, you're going to burn out. You'll eventually snap and go on a spending spree because you feel deprived. So, in your ritual, I want you to have a guilt-free category. This is money that is meant to be spent on whatever makes you happy. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's a nice meal. But here's the catch. It has to be a fixed amount, and it has to be the last thing you fund. When you do it this way, you enjoy it more because there's no spending hangover. You know the bills are paid, you know the savings are tucked away, so you can actually enjoy that $7 latte without a voice in the back of your head screaming that you're failing.
Now, why does this ritual matter? Why go through all this trouble every 2 weeks? Because we live in an economy that is designed to keep you on the hamster wheel. Everything around you, the ads, the social media influencers, the buy now, pay later buttons, is a trap designed to separate you from your paycheck as fast as humanly possible. If you don't have a plan for your money, someone else does.
The middle class squeeze isn't just about high prices, it's about a lack of control. When you do this every time you get paid, you're reclaiming your power. You stop being a consumer and you start being a manager. I want you to imagine a year from now. Imagine getting a paycheck and not feeling that spike of anxiety. Imagine knowing exactly where every dollar is going. Imagine having a fortress fund that could cover you for 6 months if you lost your job tomorrow. That peace of mind is worth more than any gadget or designer bag you could buy today.
The first few times you do this, it's going to suck. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to realize you've been wasting more than you thought. But that discomfort, that's growth. That's the feeling of your financial muscles getting stronger. So, here's your call to action. Next payday, whether it's tomorrow or next Friday, don't just let the money sit there. Sit down for the State of the Union. Put the 24-hour lockdown in place. Move your fortress money first. Feed the life support bucket. And give yourself a strict, capped allowance for the rest. Don't wait until you make more money to start this. If you can't manage $3,000 a month, you won't be able to manage $10,000. The habits stay the same, only the zeros change. This is how you break the cycle. This is how you stop being squeezed and start being free. It's not about the math, it's about the behavior. Thanks for sticking with me. If you're going to try this on your next paycheck, leave a comment with the word fortress. Let's see how many people are actually ready to change their lives. I'll see you in the next video.